Hi guys, this is Leela. Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will learn some of the programs involving the while loop. I will try to do it. The first program or the first problem which we will be trying to do it is calculating the overtime pay of 10 employees or 5 employees, something like that. So here, let's say that employees, the problem for this statement is the employees working more than 10 hours are paid overtime at a rate of 120 per hour. So we should calculate the overtime pay for 5 employees or anything based on their hours worked. So here what we will try to do it is we will initialize the variable. So here, so what I will try to do it is, so here I will try to have float, okay, overtime pay. So this is the overtime pay I need to give it. So here I will take something like, and here I will have int hours they have worked, hour, and also I is equal to 1. So these are the employees. So let's say that. So while I less than or equal to 3. Okay, so for 3 employees I will try to check. And here I will be asking the printf enter number of hours worked. So this is the number of hours worked. So I will do the scanf percentage d, and here I will give ampersand hour. Okay, so number of hours worked. So now here, if hour is greater than 40 means, then I need to give the overtime pay for this one. So OT pay is equal to hour minus 40. So normal pay means hour minus 40. So I need to minus out the 40. How many hours they have worked? So I need to do hour minus 40, and I need to add the 120 rupees for each hour. Okay, sorry, not plus 120, into 120. So whatever the things comes into 120. Or otherwise, overtime pay is 0. OT pay is equal to 0. That's it. So now here what I need to do, here I need to print the total number of amount I need to pay, overtime amount. So hours is equal to percentage d. Okay, these many hours he has worked, and overtime pay is equal to percentage d, and I need to give hour and also the OT pay. That's it. So now here what I need to do, don't forget to do the I plus plus at the end. That's it. And here at the end we can have return 0. That's it. So this one. So here what I have did it. So first of all I have initialized the variable. So here this is not float. I have initialized the variable OT pay that stores the overtime pay, and also hour stores the number of hours worked by an employee, and I is the counter for the loop. So now the program prompts the user to enter the number of hours worked for each of the employees. So let's say here 3 employees are there. So now if the worked hour is greater than 40 means, then the overtime pay is calculated as hours minus 50 into 120. Otherwise it is 0. So now we are printing the program output the hours worked and the calculated overtime pay for each employee. Let's try to see for this one output. So here number of hours worked is 50, let's assume. Okay, hours is 50 and overtime pay is, what is happened? Okay, I have used the $d. So let's try to give it as percentage d. Let's try to see it again. So here 50. Oh, overtime pay. So what is the overtime pay? Okay, it is not percentage, it is percentage of, it's a float, right? So fine. So overtime pay is, let's say 50. So now hours is 50 and overtime pay we need to pay is 1200. Okay, again it is asking number of hours it has been worked. So let's say 45. So it is asking to pay. Now if I try to give 41, so 120 you need to pay. The code execution is successful, done, finished. So this is how we will be calculating the thing. So now if you don't want like this means, so you can keep a slash n, so that you will be able to get each line in individual line. So here if I try to give 45, it will ask again. So 34, so it should be 0. 67, it should be 3240. So like this you will be able to have. So this is one program which demonstrates the while loop. So printing the overtime pay for the employees. So the next one the next program which I want to explain you is the factorial of a number. So calculate the factorial of a number entered by the user. The factorial of a number means here n is the product of all integers from n to n. So here I will try to do this one. So here I will remove this entire code up to here. Okay. So here I will take int num I and also the factorial. So these are the integer variables I am taking it. Okay. So now I will be asking is printf enter a number. Okay, so this is the number I am asking, and scanf percentage d, and here we need to give ampersand number also I will give. So now here factorial is equal to 1 and I is equal to 1. Okay, I am trying to calculate the factorial for while I less than or equal to n. Okay, while I less than or equal to n, then I will try to do fact is equal to fact into I, that's it, and I plus plus I less than num, sorry. So now I plus plus. So now here what I was trying to do, so factorial is equal to 1 and I is equal to 1. Okay, so now what I was trying to do here, so we have the number and I from I less than or equal to num. So then I am trying to calculate the factorial. So now at the end what I will try to do, so I will try to print the result. So for this one here, that's it. So now if you try to check it, I plus plus. Okay, semicolon is compulsory in C language. So now here if I try to do 3 means 3 into 2 into 1, so it should be 6. So like this you will be able to see it. So now I will try to explain you this one. So code explanation means input number, so it will prompt the user to enter a number num. Okay, and we are initializing the variables. Fact is initialized to 1 and also I is initialized to 1 for looping, and it is fact is initialized to 1 to hold the factorial value. And now using a while loop to multiply fact by each integer from 1 to number. So now at the last we are printing the calculated result. So this is how we will be printing the factorial number. So now this is how we will be calculating the factorial number. Let's move on to the another problem or another solution. So we need to calculate the power of a number. So compute the value of one number, raise it to the power of things, something like x to the power of 2, something like that. So now for this one what I will try to do is I will remove this entire code. So I can have a float x comma power. Okay, let's say that power, and here also what I want to do, int y comma I. Okay, and here this one is float. Okay, so now I will be printing of the x and y values. Enter two numbers. Okay, so the enter two numbers I am trying to take it. Enter two numbers, percentage f and percentage d, x and y. I am trying to take it. So now here what I will try to do, here I will try to do power is equal to 1 and I is equal to 1. So you know that power of x comma y, the main math.h we have a power of x comma y, just we are trying to do with a looping thing so that you can able to understand the looping concept. So here while I less than or equal to y, okay, then I will loop over 1 by 1. So here I will try to do power is equal to power into I, that's it. So now here I plus plus I will do power into I. Okay, so now power into x, I need to do into x. So we are taking the x value, right? Power is equal to power into x. Now we need to print the value, that's it. So now here I will try to explain you the code. So here the code explanation what I will write, the program prompts the user to enter the base number x and also exponential y. So we are taking the thing, and we have initialized the power of value to the 1 to store the result, and I is used for looping. So this is the store of the result and looping. So now here I am trying to check I is less than or equal to y. So this is looping, right? And y means those many times I need to loop that one, right? So those many times I need to loop this x. So here power is equal to power into x. So that means 3 into 1. So like this it will go on execute. So now if I try to execute this code, it will ask you base thing. So 3 and 2. Now 3 to the power 2. So that means 3 into 3. It should be 9. So like this you will be able to calculate it. So this is all how you will be calculating. Summary of concepts what I want to tell you is while loops are used for iteration. Loop counters I are incremented to control iterations. If statements handle decisions such as calculating overtime pay, and multiplication and subtraction are used for calculations. So now printf displays messages and scanf takes the user input. So this is how we will be calculating some of the examples demonstrating the while loop. Hope you understood about this concept. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.